Two important news, economic and political, came in yesterday. They will become more significant closer to the autumn, but both are already making an impact on the markets. Firstly, Donald Trump has officially been declared the Republican candidate for the next year's president. And this happened almost at the start of the four-day party convention in Milwaukee. After the assassination attempt on July 13, the former head of the White House arrived at the event not just as the leader of the conservatives, but as almost an American hero. The assassination attempt on Donald Trump seriously changed the course of the election race. Donald Trump has always grasped the opportunity to organize and participate in the show. Now he has decided to take on the role of a unifier of the US and not just a competitor to the current boss of the Oval Office, Joe Biden. Considering that the economic and political reforms announced by Donald Trump are likely to boost inflation in the US, the American currency responded to the news from Milwaukee with an increase. However, Jerome Powell's statement delivered yesterday pushed the US dollar down again. The Fed chairman said that inflation dynamics in the country are slowing down. Moreover, consumer inflation rates are slowly but surely heading towards the target level of 2%. In other words, Jerome Powell almost directly announced that the upcoming decrease in interest rates, the looming rate cut, should have led to a decline in the US dollar. At the same time, American stock indexes moved into the green zone. The S&P 500 index rose by 135 points, and today it's also trading higher within the intraday corridor between 5,614 and 5,667. Wall Street investors are looking forward to the quarterly earnings reporting season. 40 companies from the S&P 500 will report this week. And today, the US dollar index rebounded again, growing for the second session in a row. The US dollar also opened higher on Tuesday, trading in an intraday corridor of 104.20 to 104.40. Once the greenback is drifting under the influence of numerous factors, it's asserting its strength against 6 major currencies. For example, reports on industrial production published yesterday in the Eurozone turned out dismal. The rate of decline still slowed down from a minus 3.1 to minus 2.9% in annual terms. However, analysts had projected an improvement to minus 2%, leaving the euro in a weak position against other major currencies. We talk about how economic statistics influence currency pairs in our traders' calendar, which is published on the eve of the next trading day. And today, the market's attention will be focused on retail sales data in the US. The growth rate is expected to slip from 2.3 to 2.1%, so the US dollar is likely to lose some steam, unless, of course, some news emerges that could impact market sentiment. For example, an interview with Jerome Powell is also scheduled for today at the Economic Club of Washington. Hence, investors will be looking for further clues in his comments regarding a possible rate cut in September. If we speak of the single European currency and its chances of strengthening, there are no obvious bullish signals on the horizon. Today's moderate growth of the euro to 1.0899 can be explained by the anticipation of the ECB policy decision. The European regulator is due to unveil its decision on the refinancing rate on Thursday, July 18. After the rate cut in June, the current monetary settings are expected to be maintained. Therefore, investors will take notice of the comments of ECB President Christine Lagarde at the press conference. In the meantime, awaiting the news, the euro-dollar pair is following an uptrend. As a result, the price reached the levels seen at the beginning of spring, which indicates the prevailing bullish sentiment and hence long positions. For further growth, the euro needs to settle above the level of 1.09. In this case, the door will be open to the psychological level of 1.10. If this does not happen, 1.09 will become resistance, which will lead to the main currency pair to temporary stagnation or pullback. Brent crude first pulled back almost to the level of $84 per barrel and then went into consolidation within the intraday corridor over 84.05 to 84.87. The reason for such indecision among buyers was forecast regarding crude oil inventories in the United States. Experts predict that after the two-week contraction, oil stocks are expected to increase significantly. Meanwhile, the market begins to win back this scenario in advance. In the case of an actual increase in the US oil reserves, no sharp reaction will follow. Most likely, the market will simply move into the range of $84 to $85 per barrel. If the forecast does not come true, then the Brent price will return to the previous range between $85 and $86 per barrel. The Russian ruble, which usually reacts to changes in oil prices, remains stable. Moreover, the dollar-ruble pair not only remains around 88 but also shows a decrease in volatility. The market is anticipating the tax filing period. Most likely, volatility will increase greatly by the end of the week. At the same time, our analysts expect that the ruble will be poised to strengthen. Interestingly, the Bank of Russia decided to suspend the publication of statistics on the over-the-counter forex market. The regulator's website states that this measure is intended to limit the impact of sanctions. In its review of financial market risks for June, the Bank of Russia reported that the trading volume of the over-the-counter currency market decreased to 13 trillion rubles last month due to the calendar factor. You have watched a roundup of the global financial markets for today, July 16. Keep close tabs on the global markets on the InstaForex TV channel. Feel free to leave your comments. Our experts are always ready to answer your questions. Thank you for watching and see you online tomorrow.